Eager to see this.
Oh, sorry, I was just. Go on, sorry.
You're
go
exhausted?
Ahead. I am.
From all the weightlifting, right?
I don't know how you did it in your suit and all, but because his muscles are just bulging from him. You know, she just got back from Powerlifting Nationals in Oklahoma City, where she set 28 records, including 8 world records. Yes, it is a she we're talking about. Really a girl, a very young one at that.
I mean,
It's impressive,
I mean, that's pretty when you see the video. So anyway, this young lady that we're talking about works out at Defy CrossFit. Corey Rose, by the way, has the story all about her. And this little gal, she works out at a place where she's clearly made some remarkable strides. I mean, they're clearly very good at what they do.
She is amazing, yeah. So this girl that we're talking about, she works at Defy CrossFit in Broomfield, Colorado. And she's spectacular. And the guys there at the gym were kind enough to bring this weight for us here.
Did one guy bring all of this, or do they have like
one guy?
One
yes.
guy brought all this in?
He did.
Yeah.
Do you think that you could lift that?
Here, hold this.
Oh boy!
Oh, he's
scared.
going
no,
Don't do it. I don't want. What about
Surgically
you, Kim?
repaired back, so yeah, no, not going there, right?
So this is actually 105 pounds.
Wow.
And I did deadlift this before the show. It's heavy.
Yeah.
But what is amazing is that this girl that we're talking about, she uses this as her warm-up. It's her warm-up.
Oh my gosh.
It's pretty impressive. Take a look. She's breaking all the stereotypes, defying convention. You could say she's kicking butt and taking names.
I made 8 world records.
And set 23 American and state records at the powerlifting competition in Oklahoma City.
And I remember once I lifted 125 pounds and I was blown away, but now it's like, psh, that's light.
Abby Washer started weightlifting 3 years ago. Her dad brought her along one morning to Defy CrossFit Gym in Broomfield.
I did one of the workouts and then I loved it, so I started coming.
Now she's hooked.
Monday, Wednesday, Friday, I wake up at 5:30 and come to the gym and work out till 7. Most kids think it's very weird. They're like, psh, weightlifting's not a sport, and yeah, it is. Good.
Oh, did I mention?
I think if someone would have told me at the beginning of 6th grade that when you're in 8th grade you're going to have 8 world records, I wouldn't have believed them.
Abby's only 13 years old.
Do you think boys are intimidated by you?
When I tell them how much I can lift, most people say, I'm not going to mess with you anymore.
It's been amazing.
Abby's coach and trainer, Jonathan Sabar, says there's one key element Abby has that many weightlifters don't.
I think the main reason that Abby is lifting weights that surpass some adults is that she hasn't been told for decades that she's limited.
Abby's goal now, the Olympics. But like Superman, even the strongest have their kryptonite.
Well, bacon's my favorite food.
One she proudly displays, and one coach is okay with.
Bacon's so good, and it can definitely fit into a well-rounded paleo diet.
Love
Wow,
bacon. It's
unbelievable.
cool. Well, this isn't the first time the Watson family has actually been on 9 News. You may remember Max. This is Abby's younger brother. Max was born with an extremely rare metabolic disease. And we did a story with him just last May when he entered the 1st grade. Now, Abby says on the days she doesn't feel like running or working out, she thinks of her brother Max because she says she knows he would give anything just to walk for a day and uses that as motivation.
Yeah, absolutely.
It's pretty cool.
Yeah.
That's
remarkable
special
thing.
motivation. That makes me cry just to think about
I
that.
know,
But that's
sweet
so
little
neat
boy.
that she has that relationship. We asked some questions of you right away, and we're glad that her coach is here because we
Right.
wanted to know more about training at this age and if that's safe.
This
Who's
is
this?
Jonathan
Hi,
Sabar.
nice to meet you, John.
Hi, nice to
just
meet
saw you
you.
on TV. You look great
Yeah.
on TV.
Oh, thank you.
So yeah, this is Abby's coach. He is the owner of the CrossFit gym in Broomfield that we were just talking about. And I kind of asked the same question. You know, I wondered if it's okay for a 13-year-old to be lifting that much weight at her age. She only weighs 105 pounds, but you reassured me it's fine.
Absolutely. There have been a lot of theories dating back from the 50s and 60s that lifting weights would damage kids' growth plates, that would stunt their growth. And it's been disproven over and over again. What they've actually found is that having the additional weight from weightlifting, from exercise in general, not only increases bone density, it increases joint health, connective tissue strength, in addition to, of course, muscle strength. So it really sets them up for a lifetime of health, of wellness, of strong bodies.
Corey says she warms up with this, but she did.
Well, it sounds like I warm up with it.
I mean, our 13-year-old.
Yes, Abby.
But what does she actually? When you started out, I mean, did she start with free weights, or did she just start with floor exercise, or how did she begin? How did she get to this point?
We used a combination of different methods, and some of it was just body weight exercises, things like push-ups, things like sit-ups. But we did start her very quickly on weight training exercises with a very light. We have 15-pound aluminum training bars. These are 10-pound training plates, which allows even an 11-year-old, as she was at the time, to pick up a weight from the floor.
That's pretty cool. One thing to point out, though, it's all about form, right? We want to mention that. You can't just throw a 13-year-old into some weights and say, go ahead and take, lift. Yeah. You got to work towards it.
Well, I know you lifted this, but I want to see that. Can you show us a safe way to lift? Go ahead, just
with one finger,
for you,
probably,
I'm sure that's nothing for you, but what is a safe way to lift that one? Yeah, watch out for your cord there.
Oh, boy.
Yeah.
Watch out for cords. Mark, you had to do this, didn't you?
Yeah, well, I just wanted to, because, I'm sure I do it wrong all the time, so I want to see somebody do it right.
And this really is, deadlifting is learning how to pick up something safely from the floor. So you want to think about having your chest up, hips back, nice, good, steady arch in the back.
They'd have to call the paramedic at this point for me, but go ahead.
And then tighten from the hips,
slowly up.
Shoulders back, all the way up.
There you go.
Wow.
Yeah. Well, you look like you've lifted a few weights in your time.
Oh, one or two.
Thank you, Jonathan.
Thanks, Jonathan. Appreciate it very much. Corey, great story. Remarkable. And it would be a neat thing to see her in, in professional Olympic competition. Oh my gosh, to follow her, that would be.
I know, and she's not big. That's another good message for girls to know. She didn't get big. She's
People like Kim and Corey are small but mighty, as you and I know.
Absolutely.
And so is that little girl. All right.
Thank you. That was a great story.